Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the breakdown. I'm Tone. It's fantastic to have you here with me once again for another one of my precious metals videos. Before I start today, I've noticed that I'm getting a reasonable number of views on my videos, considering the number of subscribers that I have. But I'm not seeing any likes, so I can only assume then that perhaps they're not liked. Um, if that's not the case, I really encourage you to leave a like. If I can see at least 50% of the number of views translating to likes and some comments, if you haven't got a comment to actually make, if you want to just put in there Tones Algo, I am trying to grow this channel to some degree. I enjoy doing the channel, but the main thing, the main reason why I'm doing videos on these types of things is because I really think the information I'm trying to offer to everyone is very important information, and it's only going to get out there if the channel grows. So if you can just leave a comment and put in there Tones Algo if you haven't got a question or a comment to make on the actual video, and if you could put a like there. Obviously, if you're returning to see my material and you're coming back for each of the videos, then you must be liking what I'm putting forward. So I just encourage you to leave a like. If I can get 50% of the number of views translating to likes, then I will continue to do these reveals on items of my stack. That's kind of my little catch-22. If you want to continue to see reveals, like I'll reveal this one shortly, then do what you can, do your bit to leave a like and make sure that the likes are at least 50% of the views, and I'll be checking that, and then I can obviously know whether or not my content is liked. Regardless of that, I will continue to do these videos because I enjoy doing them, and eventually the information will get out there to those that need to see it, I hope. With that said, let's move on to the topic of what I want to talk about today. And I'm not sure if you will have heard yet. I know some YouTubers possibly have been covering it. I've had a little bit of a look into it, but Perth Mint. So I'm Australian here, and Perth Mint is my advice is that it's the best mint. And as you can probably see, each of the items that I've been showing you so far have been minted there. Now, apparently they're under investigation from AUSTRAC over money laundering concerns. And I'm not going to go into great detail into that. What I do want to talk about today is when I see these types of news stories, these sensationalized news stories, I ask myself why. Why is there that type of talk about things, especially when it's involving precious metals and the implications on the precious metals? It's pretty simple for me. I can simplify it and say that gold and silver are in competition with the currencies of the world. And any form of discouragement that can be put forward in regards to precious metals kind of slows down the attack or slows down the degrading of the currencies. Because if people understood just how worthless the fiat currencies are, then they would be flocking to the likes of gold and silver. That's just a fact. So, and it's already starting now, and it will continue. So expect more stories against mints and that sort of thing, just to, make people uneasy about getting involved with precious metals. Which leads me to a more broader topic. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I like to look at the macro view and break it down into smaller pieces to be able to understand what's going on as a whole. You probably heard or may not have heard, but Russia and the WAR that is occurring right now. Well, Russia has not implemented a gold standard, but they have tied gold to their oil. Now, or have tied gold to oil. Now, that comes as a result of a lot of countries kind of moving away from the US dollar. Now, we've seen, this is a slightly different case, but we have seen something like this in the past. When gold and silver went crazy back in 2010 through to 2012, all through there, the US at the time had huge debt. I mean, they probably still have huge debt now, but they had huge debt to China. So China and America were the big talk at that stage. And America transferred gold to China in return for a reduction in debt, right? What happened after that, because gold is priced in US dollars, because the US dollar is the world reserve currency, the banks within the US colluded, obviously, there's a collusion there, pushed down the price of gold after reining in some of that debt to China. So while the price of gold was nice and high after the financial crisis or during the financial crisis, America was transferring gold to China, and then after that, boom, hit the gold price, down we went. The reason I talk about this is as Russia and other countries start to look to gold rather than the US dollar, expect the possibility of pressure to hit gold and more specifically silver and platinum and other commodities, but we're specifically talking precious metals. Expect the prices of those things to be hit, especially precious metals. It is a possibility. And the reason for that is because those countries that are looking to backing their currencies with gold or trading in gold to avoid the US dollar and those types of things, that goes against what America have as being the reserve currency, the US dollar. So it's important, and it's important to not get discouraged about purchasing and holding, or should I say transferring your currency into gold and silver as a result of this. In fact, it works to our advantage. As I said in previous videos, it works to our advantage when the price drops because we know the long game. But we need to understand that the long game involves these kinds of big collusive pushes up and down by those in the know and by those that can do so. We're simply along for the ride. But we need to understand why they do it, how they do it, and not allow it to change our game plan. The main thing, again, is to just keep some powder dry for when the prices do drop. And that's really all I wanted to talk about today. The great big price rises, potential price drops, and those sorts of things can be managed by dollar cost averaging, which I mentioned in my previous video. And so just don't allow these wild swings in precious metals, these stories about, oh, there's a mint being investigated, or countries are looking to back their currency by gold and that sort of thing. And oh boy, what will the US do in response? Continue to transfer on a regular basis your fiat currencies into gold and silver, and over the long term, I do believe it will be a great benefit to preserving your wealth. So I want to keep this video short, but I just wanted to talk about that. What's in the box today? Let's have a look. It is the latest release from the Perth Mint of the Great Southern Land. And this is the blue lepidolite coin. It's the third in the series. And they come in such great boxes now. It's really, really cool. I'll just take it out and have a really quick look. As I said before, if you liked this video, please leave a like. Any comments you've got, leave a comment. I'd love to have something to talk about in my video from someone's comment or question would be something that I look forward to doing. There we go. Camera's picking it up nice. Love this coin. It's really nice. Just came out last month. And they've done a really, really good job, as Perth Mint always do. Yeah, gotta love it. Very good. And if you want to, as I said, if you want to see another release of my stack, please leave a like. Let's get at least 50% of views translating to likes, and a few more comments. And as I said, I'd love to answer any questions that you've got. And if you've got anything that you would like me to cover in future videos as well, then by all means, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, that's all for today. Hopefully my next video will be talking about the differences between coins that have a currency denomination assigned to them and just simple gold and silver rounds, well, specifically silver rounds that don't have a currency denomination attached to them and are not officially backed by any government. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for joining me once again. And until next time, may God bless you and your families, and bye for now.